Hi students, welcome to a video lecture on presentation skills as part of pre-placement training program. This is Vidya from placement coordinator from Phase 2 campus of Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. So what do you mean by presentation? It's just a way of communicating our ideas and information to people. So there will be various situations how in where a means of communication so you can just talk to a group, you can address a meeting, or simply give description about a product that you're going to work on, or you can just brief your team in case you're a team leader. So there are various situations in which a presentation is needed. So what is the importance of having a good presentation skill? It helps to communicate effectively, helps in building a career, many rewards, recognition, and you can have a good public image. What are the steps involved in preparing an effective presentation? There are 4 P's in this: plan, prepare, practice, and present. Let's see one by one. So, planning includes the following questions. You should ask yourself: who is your audience? Who is going to be present at the presentation? Why are they there? What is the agenda for that? What is your goal in that presentation? And what is the duration of the presentation? How long will it be? And what is the venue? Where will it take place? So this is questions that is involved during the planning stage before you even start preparing for the presentation. Next one is preparation. So following are the points that must be kept in mind while preparing for presentation. That is structure, prompt, visual aids, voice, appearance, style, and questions. So what is the structure should be? So it should start with an objective of what the presentation is about. Then you give a beginning or an introduction about your presentation. Then there will be the body of the content, that is the main content. There will be summary, conclusion, and recommendations. And lastly, you should take questions from the audience. So if you maintain a structure like this, that is what is actually accepted worldwide. So it will be good if you prepare your presentation in this order. So prompting. So remember, PowerPoint is there just to prompt you, just to give you an idea of what is going to come next. So you should use short bullet points. Use only keywords. Remember that these prompts are for you. So you should not put an entire paragraph in the PowerPoint. You should just keep it as bullet points and keywords, and put the entire prompt in your slides, so that in case you forget, or you want to pinpoint a particular word or definition, you can use PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is not like a document, it is just a presentation. So you should not put too many paragraphs and sentences in this presentation. Next, visual aids. How much ever visually it is appealing, uh, you will capture the audience's attention. So use simple fonts. So don't use jarring, too much of cursive handwriting, so that it will be difficult for audience to read. So use simple fonts, simple colors, and simple graphs. Then use images and clip art. Try to have 3 to 7 bullets per slide. Don't keep too many bullets. Even though I told you that bullets, you should have only bullets and keywords, don't put too many bullets in one slide. Keep it to restricted to 7 bullets maximum. Then don't overcrowd your slides, it will not look professional. So uh, even though we told you visually it is appealing to have so many images, but that don't overcrowd it. Don't put too many images, too many bullet points in a slide. Keep it simple again. And then new or different visual aids definitely will wake up people, which means you can have some animation, you can put some gif, you can put some music. So different types of visual aids will avoid making the audience go to sleep. Next important thing is your voice. So louder and clearer than your normal pitch. So normal conversation when you have with your friends or your colleagues is different from the voice that you should use for your presentation. So it should be louder and clearer Always before starting a presentation, you should ask the people who are sitting in the last whether am I audible, so that your voice should reach the entire audience. Okay, and then vary the pitch and volume. Don't have the monotonous tone. Vary your pitch and volume depending on the size of the crowd, and give over importance to your voice, because if you are not audible and if you're not talking properly, then you will never have audience's attention and you will might fail at your presentation. Next, please give importance to your appearance. So dark color is like more professional. Next important thing is when you give a presentation, it will be good if you move around. Don't stand in one simple same place and then pinpoint to the screen and talk. If you move around, it will look more appealing to the audience. And since you're going to stand for a long time and move around, please wear comfortable shoes, especially for girls. Don't wear high heels because it will give you a back pain. And most important thing is, please look confident. Style, again, you already have a style, so please do not try to copy others. Sometimes people have a notion that if they put fake accent and try to speak English stylishly, they will be more appealing. No, not at all like that. As long as you are confident and your vocabulary is good, uh, you're done. You're successful anyway. So use words and sentences you use in normal days. So don't look up in the dictionary and put all complicated words in your presentation. So keep it simple and be yourself, which is very important. Don't try to copy others, whether it's in your style or your body language or your vocabulary or communication skills or whatever. Don't try to copy, just be yourself. You'll definitely be successful. So when during the end of the presentation, obviously there'll be a Q&A, that is question and answer session. So before you even come to the presentation, sketch an idea of what kind of questions audience may ask, like why, where, when, who, how, what. So you sketch, and in addition to the questions that you have not actually guessed, if audiences are asking and in case you do not know the answer, please don't beat around the bush directly. Either if you know the answer, you can if you know how to answer, please do that. If you do not know, you can always say that I'm sorry ma'am, I don't, sir or ma'am, I'll get back to you definitely. So the third P is practice. So rehearse all points what you prepare. Rehearse it with all the visual aids and handouts. Visual aids in case all the animations that you're put in case you're using any PowerPoint presenter, if you're using a remote, anything to change the next slide, rehearse with it, because in case you are doing it on the day of the presentation and you're not comfortable with these technicalities, then you might be embarrassed. So do that. Practice again and again to manage your time. You should not finish it off soon and you should not drag it also. So you should do time management. And the last practice would be rehearse in front of a mirror. Mirror is always your best friend, not only for presentation. If you're going for an interview, if you are going to give a public speaking, any speech, mirror is your best friend. In case you're not confident with a mirror, you can always do it with your friend, your family, whoever has the patience to listen to you and will give you a good critique about that. Do that. And the last P is present. So how do you present? You always make a strong start. So you should engage the audience in the first 2 to 3 minutes. You should grab their attention. So you should start it with a bang. And then show your passion through your movements and gestures. You should move around, as I told you already. Then move your hands. You can make eye contact. You should always make eye contact. That's very important. You should not look here and there, up and down. And then don't look on the screen always. Screen is just to give you prompts. You should look into the audience and talk. Next, last one is very important. Don't forget to smile unless your topic is very grim. In case you're putting any serious topic, that time if you smile, people will think you're mad. So unless otherwise you're presenting something very serious, you should always wear a smile when you're presenting. So as you can see in this image, speakers impact has only 7% of the text or the vocabulary is using. Your voice is just 38%. The maximum percentage rise in the visual, what they see. So, what are the general flaws in the presentation? You put the audience into sleep. What should you avoid? It can be lack of experience, lack of enthusiasm, lack of practice, lack of related material, lack of confidence, hesitation, ambiguity in the results that you want to conclude. So, as you can see in this diagram, he's just been pointing the screen and then he's keeping on going to the next bullet, next bullet. So, no one is actually interested in the audience. So, please avoid doing that, otherwise, definitely the audience will go to sleep. So, what are the factors to give a successful presentation? Be over prepared. Rehearse and practice. Grip on your topic. Know your subject. Be positive and avoid stress. I'm sure you will have nervousness when you present the first time or the second time. Once you keep on presenting, gain more experience, you will definitely succeed in presentation. So please follow all these tips and I'm sure you will definitely have good presentation skills. So to conclude, always prepare, which is very, very important. Channelize your fear and interact with your audience. That's it. Thank you so much.